So Kamaru Usman, I hope I'm saying his name right. Kamaru Usman is trying very hard to get a Canelo fight, and I never seen someone want to get knocked out so bad in my life. Like, for people who understand boxing, they know that he don't stand a chance with Canelo at all. Canelo, if you don't know, is the best boxer in the world, pound for pound. Simple and plain. I would say best fighter in the world, but I don't want to disrespect MMA. Because I respect those fighters and they, respect the craft the same way that Kamaru Usman should respect Canelo and his respected craft. It's like, come on, man. Kamaru Usman, he's a good fighter, good MMA dude, good mixed martial artist, cool. But when you step into boxing, and especially against the best fighter in the world, best boxer in the world, best boxer in the world, Canelo Alvarez, with only one L on his record, to one of the greatest fighters of all time, that's going to be tough. Like, I'm going to be fair for him, bro. I'm not going to say that he can't beat Canelo, but we got to be 100% honest. He's not going to beat Canelo. Like, let's be realistic. He's not going to beat Canelo. Honestly, Canelo's last 10 opponents would probably wash Kamaru Usman. Like, bad. I'm talking bad. I'm pretty sure Caleb Plant would probably knock out Kamaru Usman. And it's not just because it's a diss to MMA or Kamaru Usman. It's just that number one, is levels in boxing. Two, you need a strong boxing foundation that most MMA fighters do not have. I'm going to say like 99% of MMA fighters and, UFC guys, they don't have that strong foundation. That's why Jake Paul is knocking y'all fighters out. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that strong boxing foundation, them strong fundamentals. Jake Paul doesn't have like super strong fundamentals, but he does have some pretty good fundamentals. Enough to beat a guy who doesn't have as good fundamentals as he do. And he's showing it over and over again. I said that he would knock out Tyron Woodley, and somebody called me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I predicted it for the first fight, But the first fight, Jake Paul wasn't fighting in the style to knock out Tyron Woodley. He was, pretty much on the back foot and like just boxing and things like that. The second fight, however, he fought completely different and he knocked the man out, like I said he would, because I can tell. Jake Paul got punching power. He got good technique and things like that. So that's why I predicted that. And I believe that Conor McGregor would get knocked out by Jake Paul. Simple. I see the votes and the polls and the things like that on YouTube. Jake Paul would knock Conor McGregor out. I mean, he got the size advantage, pause. He got the size advantage. He got the better foundation in boxing, in my personal opinion, as far as fundamentals go. So the reason why Jake Paul knocking these MMA guys out is because he cannot hang. These MMA guys cannot hang with somebody with solid boxing backgrounds. They prepare completely different for their respective profession. So it's like, it's not the same thing. You talking about a guy like Canelo who's been training hard, dedicating his life to boxing, for years at this point. Years on top of years, probably over 20 years of just straight boxing, going against a guy making his professional debut. It's like, no. To say that Kamaru Usman will beat Canelo is to say that Kamaru Usman is better than every champion that Canelo has beaten. That's like saying Kamaru Usman is better than GGG, Daniel Jacobs, Amir Khan, all these great fighters in boxing. You saying that Kamaru Usman is better than him, which is not true. You do not become better than all those champions by making your professional debut. MMA stand-up and boxing is two different things, sir. That's what you got to understand. Of course, you want the check. You want to get paid. You want to get paid. You want to test yourself against the best. But you really don't offer nothing to Canelo. Like, I don't care how hard you hit in the MMA. I don't care how good you think you is in MMA. Boxing is a different ball game. Boxing is a completely different ball game. He don't offer nothing for Canelo to be worried about when they fight. Not no power, not no hand speed, not none of that stuff. It's not gonna phase Canelo at all, And I'm not saying he doesn't have those attributes. I'm saying when you going against like a good or great boxer like Canelo, or even someone like lower tier than Canelo, it's not gonna phase him. It's not gonna phase them, So it's like you might have some success. I mean, because you are a professional fighter at the end of the day, but it's like to give you the benefit of the doubt. But come on, you're not gonna phase him. Canelo probably stop him 1 or 2 rounds, 3 at the most. You know what I'm saying? And that just being realistic. Canelo is that guy. If guys who dedicating their life to this thing can't do nothing with Canelo for real, you're not gonna do nothing with Canelo. And that's just the truth. Like I think Abner Yildirim will beat Kamaru Usman. And I'm not trying to be funny or insult him at all. It's just a different environment. It's a different sport. It's just a different life. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's so different, bro. It's so different. Rules is different. Everything just different. Training camp different. Weight is different, man. Discipline is different. Kamaru Usman, respect the dude. He do what he do. He's a pro fighter. He risked his life. But Canelo is just a beast, and he will knock him out. Simple. And he's not avoiding the man, okay? He's not avoiding that guy. He's cruising for a bruising. That's what I'm going to say in a nice way. You need to just calm down, Don't try to get into the little back and forth for Canelo, because Canelo don't really mess around, bro. Like, honestly, I know you an MMA guy, and, hey, look, Canelo is really, he really a real guy, That's all I'm going to say. He's a real guy. He's not a punk at all. I know you got the MMA skills, but Canelo not a punk, bro. Canelo not a punk. He not dodging no smoke. He just the top guy. Everybody, you the top guy when people from other sports calling you out. Come on now. You got YouTubers and people from other completely different sports calling you out. I'm finna call them out next, shoot. Dang. But yeah, man, that's all I had to say. I had to say something because, come on, boxing-wise, Canelo is the top guy in the world. And he'll hurt Kamaru Usman bad, man. But that's all I got, bro. I'm out of here, man.